what you doing? I said, bitch, I'm going stupid. About to buy some shit that's guaranteed to leave your body oozing. I been with your baby mama playing in her body fluids. My nigga so trifling, we gon' hit the club and leave it in ruins. Oh no, baby, what is you doing? Playing with a chick? My chain fucking hurt, bitch, I need another neck. I ain't in a trap, bitch, I'm on the internet. And I'm riding with a stick, shit, look like a baguette. And we having sex, and it's unprotected. I ain't been to church, but I pray I ain't infected. If I'm being honest, man, this shit been getting hectic. She came for some Netflix, I came for the neck, bitch. Know where the exit. What the fuck? In a crib with a shirt and no pants, Donald Duck. Bitch, I'm way too rich, I got a kitchen in my truck. I put my headphones on and listen to Sade while she suck. I got a stick, 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 stick. Auntie got a stick, granny got a stick, baby got a stick, so we bout to stick, 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 stick. Perk got me lit, so I'm bout to stick, bout to hit a lick. I just got a stick.
The devil pulled up on the grass and I jumped out and did my money dance. Walked up in the wrong where the reception smelled like a whole plant. Haters ain't together talking about me doing troll dance. Nightmares of my ex-girlfriend chasing me with a whole lens. Auntie put me out, pulled out that stick, I was the running man. Scan up on that bitch, I hit a lick worth more than 100 band. Walked out with your bitch, no homeboy, this isn't a happenstance. I told her my stick from the future, my species come after man.
Stick, 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 stick. Auntie got a stick, granny got a stick, baby got a stick, so we bout to stick, 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 stick. Perk got me lit, so I'm bout to stick, bout to hit a lick. I just got a stick.
Shout out 808 Mellow. Shout out 808 Mellow.
I'm going to New York on this. So, I make 600 on Reese, y'all could blame the epidemic. I spent 5,000 on fleeces, came from wearing academics. If that weed, then I'm against. I keep drunk, shout out the Pistons. One fall off, I shit, we bros. I'm the one more than D-Rose. Shoes kinda off, nigga, we on. Chrome hard leather hoodie by V-Long. Natural majors off my name. I ain't insane, spend all on the game. Still catch a case, give a fuck if I'm famous. Cross-style line for a nigga in pain. Damn near dad, 1009. One face to the lawyer, help the nigga get back. Fuck my two, these hoes get mad. Used to wear trues, bitch, think I'm lying. Ain't flew commercial, they think G5. See me in person, yeah, bitch, get back. Ain't got it on me, hoes still get smacked. Hard for me to focus, I'm from the streets. When it come to drugs, got what you need. Turns in the city, come side of me. Ride around, they ride with me. Chops and F's, no, not with me. Hard for me, folks, I'm from the bottom. One fuck shit, bitch, not no model. 4 pots full of me, baby, and Rollo. Pull up on sparks, never met with a guy. K-Bro 30, talking about his driver. Killer be kill, already know it's survival. Think she turned, bitch, fucking the eye. Don't shit slap, bitch, still get dropped.
Give me that gun, that's all I need. I see I'm gon' OD. I take a perk, keep falling asleep. I see mad money in my dreams. All these real niggas in my team. Jerry don't share no lean. This is the truth. Truth. I call the bitches, come in the group. I got rich, I got the juice, look. This is a two-door coupe. Watch how I move on through. I need a new Porsche too. Yeah, they gotta watch how I'm doing things. Gotta move it with me, he be moving things. Gotta shoot it with me, he be shooting things. If I see her out, my whole mood change. That is old drip, you need a newer chain. That's old drip, you need a newer chain. They throwing shots, but they missing. Should take them niggas to the shooting range. That bitch is way too elite. She try to suck me out of my sleep. It costs $100K for these seats. I bulletproof the whole Jeep. Just want me to go deep. Them niggas is police. Just want me to go deep. Niggas is police.
I get money, that's all I need. I sip Henny, not lead. I take meds, this not codeine. One more perk, I might OD. No, my daddy ain't raised a hoe. I can't hold shit on my sleeve. Pay no attention to these hoes, cause these hoes ain't paying me. We number one, we the topic. You little niggas is toxic, and we do not listen to gossip.
Ain't this what I've been waiting for? I used to pray for times like this, to dine like this, so I had to cook like that, serve wine like this, and I had to work hard on mom's apple crisp. Then I went to the store to buy cheese puffs and grits. See, my mom comes up, and my dad does too. Asked my girl to marry me, and she said, yeah, I do. I want turkey, but I want it with some good au jus. Oh, Rocky sneezed, and my girl said, I chew. Yeah, doggy sneeze, spare please, don't eat all the cheese, no using cream. I like my mashed potatoes extra clean. Mom's cooking started, a little hungry, so I'm glad she started. They love it when I host, but they hate it when I start farting. My nephew eating regardless. My girl cook like an artist. Football's on the TV, getting soda from the garage in, ready to eat, but my brother's chewing there and swallowing. Mama wants some holla, she told me get it, I got it. One year I did it without an oven. I cooked turkey in the fryer. No cap, it caught on fire. Ice up in the drinks, no one Thanksgiving's flyer. When I made the stuffing, they thought it was greasy. Then I served the vegan one, grandma rest in peace. Grandma rest in peace, left my niece in the parking spot. Car so full of food, I couldn't get it out the parking lot. You don't want no canned cranberry, well what you talking about? Mom cooks the salads, but dad, he likes to talk a lot and bear don't. TT with the wand. I mean, where should I really even start? I want meat, but I don't with the dark. I dress loose, sweatpants, extra large. Thinking back to the yams, they were burnt, now I'm turned so hungry, left my niece in the car. Got 2 birds to fry, one is large. The greens are good, but they always make me fart. I got grandma coming on the way. My cousin told us last year he was gay. He's got a boyfriend, I think his name is Dave. He likes the Cowboys, cool anyway. On the couch watching football about to fade. When it's time, bring my turkey with the grit. When it's time, bring my turkey with the grade. If you touch the taters, I'ma put you in your place. My mom told me slow down, dinner ain't a race. I'm really about to tat Thanksgiving on my face. My great aunt TT takes the wine to the face. I'm super turkey man, give me wings and a cake. Mom says green beans, I'm like nah, go away. Just serve me stuffing that my brother just made me. Pie's too hot, man, that shit burn a lot. Still too hot, bad pie gets you shot. Bad casserole, now my cousin wanna swap. Trying to swap slop like it's Lawson and Watts. I don't wanna drink cause I'm good where I'm at. My uncle shouldn't eat anymore cause he's fat. Mashed potatoes, cranberries all the way. When it's time to eat, serve my turkey with the gravy.
Bring the turkey, man, it's time for me to eat. Juicy white dark, give me all the meat.
Let's go, man. I'm about to cook a turkey up, I'm about to eat food. I'm about to eat up all this shit, I'm about to eat. Woo! I'm about to drink up all this wine, make it a wine scene. I want potatoes with some butter and some sour cream. I want a crisp with some apple and some ice cream.
We would like to apologize. As the leaders of the wrestling fan revolution, we would like to apologize for not being there. So, to make up for this missing time, we promise to conduct ourselves as better wrestling fans. We will not be jumping out of our place by using terminology we have no business using. Roland, take it away.
Thank you, Brian. As Brian H. Waters has distinguishedly said, we as wrestling fans will no longer use following terms. Terms that, as wrestling fans, we have no business using in reference to the wrestling business and or sports entertainment. With that being said, On anything Wrestling Run related, we will no longer use the following terms: mark, work, ring rat, bro. Wait a minute. Why are we being bleeped out? These are not even curse words. Booker, kayfabe.
It's kayfabe, bro.
Kayfabe, love for the business, getting over, and buried.
Buried like Pac leaving AEW.
Now you're just trying to put yourself off the belt.
What are you talking about?
Be the mark for the business right now.
No, you trying to say I don't have love for the business?
You're clearly working.
No, nobody's working you.
So now you're a booker?
No.
Just trying to get himself over.
I'm trying to get over.
I'm about to bury you like you bury me on your show every week.
Continues.
We will no longer use these terms. And as a matter of fact, not only will we be using these terms, we're going to use whatever terms that we want, when we want, how we want, where we want, and whatever we decide to do so. Because in case you haven't noticed, we are the Wrestling Room. And we do what we want, we go what we want, we say what we want. We're not run by anybody. We're not owned by any networks. We say whatever we got to say. And guess what? If you're not down with that, we just got 2 words for you. Subscribe. Bro, you were supposed to break.
Subscribe is not even 2 words. It's 1.
You see? This is exactly why I hate when we do this. We go away for a long period of time. We don't rehearse. You don't tell me nothing. Now you got us out here looking like you're crazy, man. What do you mean? Like you supposed to throw back to subscribe or something? Like just
you said 2 words.
Yeah, but
you said 2 words. No, that's it.
No, come, yo, you. He was
said 2 words.
Yeah, but it was a thing. Like you were supposed to get people to subscribe to the. Yo.
Aye. What? Look. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none. Aye. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none. Pickable, I just put them bookers in my chain. Pickable, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Pickable, 7.62s I make them plain. Pickable, popping out, you better not smell my name. Pickable, put 2 foreigns on the 405. Pickable, Kashi Pepper if I'm doing pasta. Pickable, why you acting tough on IG Live? Pickable, you know my little niggas off they rocker. Pickable,
surprise bitch, just that nigga chicken cheese. Pickable, let me FaceTime my op, bitch, I'm up the street. Pickable, yes, AGs, I'm putting something to sleep. Pickable, he on the ground, I praise God and start stumping feet. Pickable, I put 10 on his face, bitch, my shooter playing. Pickable, I hit it from the back, I told her move her hands. Pickable, then slide my thumb in where her at. Pickable, on your top, I'm with dot, bitch, don't look back.
What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none. Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, with all that fake shit. Hey, ain't the one to play with. Hey, pull off in a lamb, double pocket all that tams. Mister, get off on your mans. If he hand you disrespect, you better follow up with hands. Losses to the neck, but now I'm trophied up, I'm saying like bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. The type of shit I had, you wouldn't understand. That's good for you wouldn't understand.
Hey, you ain't never had to fast investigate you. You ain't never had to bad hoes wanna date you. You a bad bitch, daddy gotta spank you. My nigga fresh out the pen, he might shake you. Stando, I don't ride with no stock clips. If you chillin' with the ops, you getting shot with. Bad hoes love a nigga out in Stockton. They let my shorty in the party with a Glock 10 poppin'. Yeah, bitch, I'm so poppin'. I got pounds, I got keys, you shopping. I said lean, I know green, ain't no Watson. I'ma fuck your life up, cause I'm toxic. Wanna fuck, hit her, duck her. Catch up, little nigga with mustard. What up, bitch, easy fucking up the summer. Sad hoes looking like what a bummer. She wanna suck my dick, cause I'm funner. Niggas lame, all he wanna do is love her. Buster, we be fucking undercovers. cover. Fans watch, little nigga, yeah, the feds listening. I just pop part 20, now my head spinning. You ain't never touched no money, you ain't bread with it. I don't even wanna fuck, I'm just head getting.
What up, my nigga Jeezy?
Hey, yo, bitch, the breadwinner, broke ass bum. Better cool it down like September. I feel like Melly, I ride around with dead niggas. No, I feel like Michael Jackson, how my hand glisten. Bitch, wanna try something, no dick, I'm on the next mission. If we got the right to bear arms, then I'm 10, nigga. Diamonds two-step, say that's a cool necklace. What a rule heifer, dirty shoes all on my new leather. Feel like Hugh Hefner, difference is, bitch, can't stay here. He got hit with that Drake, hope he take care. My dog still selling tight white, but not the Hanes pair. I don't want no smoke with these niggas, cause I don't play fair. Hey, nigga capping like he's stepping, got attachments like I'm pressure. Fill his chest up like a treasure. My bitch milking till the sun come up. She ain't a parent, Bugs Bunny. You gon' say what's up, doc? Reach for these carrots, nigga. I done bought another chop, I don't play those games. Just so I can leave a nigga like Taylor Gang. Good bread off this sauce like Raising Cane's. I got neck on the spot, I ain't catch her name. You think you can fuck with me? Bet your life on it. Hit a bitch and I ain't caring, I'm not a white woman. Big Cuban ice on it. Nigga come and try something. He took 100 from the K, bitch, that's 900.
The following announcement has been paid for by The Wrestling Realm.
You already know who we are, but you don't know why we're back. Hey guys, I feel like they hear us, but they're just not listening. So I feel it is our responsibility to make them listen.
Now you see one thing, in these past 4 years, I done went through all these channels. Nothing.
Well, sir, I don't think anybody here would deny that when you send your chickens out in the morning from your barnyard, those chickens will return that evening to your barnyard, not your neighbor's barnyard. I think this is a prime example of the devil's chickens coming back home to roost. That the chickens that he sent out, the violence that he's perpetrated in other countries, here and abroad, be it 4 children in Birmingham or Medgar Evers or Lumumba in Africa, I think this same violence has come back to claim one of their own. Now, being an old farm boy myself, chickens coming home to roost never made me sad. In fact, it's only made me glad.
I'd like to follow up on that.
Oh yeah, we up early. Oh yeah, we up early. We up early. We up early.
Let's go. Come on, show cosmic sugar still scam.
My nigga, he just came home too. Yeah.
The butcher's coming, the butcher's coming.
Put my stick out, I ain't going back to the big house. Frontin' like you won, but y'all was just asking for discounts. 300 in a day, wait, that's actually a miscount. My lawyer told me it's $500,000 by his count. You know that's real shit, I don't gotta check my bitch cause it's tame mine. Time to go, and I just tap my wrist like it's Dame time. In the pocket throwing spirals, you know this game, you put out something hot, and they won't like you, but get shot, you going viral. Push the color in the mullet hand, I played this game right, with stash houses and rubber bands. One hand wash the other hand, this year we gon' settle it as veterans. We know that nothing come before presidents. Muscle, don't beat intelligence. How far I went to school was irrelevant. Wrong one to bet against. Gave my hood drugs like I had a degree in medicine. Spending digits on glitter. When the last time you heard a nigga spit it as realer? Got dope boys trending on Twitter. Email on Elm Street. This what heaven and hell meet. Your favorite rapper had a horrible sales week. Couple years since I felt grief. I felt deep. Bad dope, cheap weight, and pink tape like a Barbie.
And it's garnering the response, it's garnering the last fans.
Call a cartel, cause Molotovs fled when we dead beef. I stay healthier, stand away from them leeches and red meat. We ain't fucking, we counting up in that 5-star hotel suite. Niggas know who been had it. With the flow, I been had it. I got that white girl on sicko mode like I'm Travis out riding. I listen low like my tempo slow like a ballad. I'm pitching holes, this brick like a give and go. Y'all can have it. Split this dome with your ratchet. I'm shopping, picking stones, my hustle like Mr. Combs. This block, I stripped the bone. I'm really heavy. Brick shake like a VHS tape. They running this bitch right now. Some of us gon' see a decade. BSF, nigga. Right.
My boy Shaq Lee. He 50 for them motherfuckers. Nigga, you should have get a song, nigga. Bill should have get a song, nigga. We asked you not to do a song. You said get the fuck out your face.
Young nothing, Holmes.
price is way too high, you need to cut it. Cut it, 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 cut it. They tried to bust a move when we was too deep. Bitch, I still got my groove, that shit was too weak. Had to move to Memphis for a whole week.
Hey, yo.
Choppers in the sprinter, we ain't making no trees. Boy, how you wanna feature?
Locker Room League, baby. The Super Producer Edition. Let's get in here right now.
I'm just running through South Memphis with my OG. The rappers need to cut it. They ain't about no beef. Do you know how it feel to get respect, nigga?
Let's go ahead and get this thing started, because we know why we here. We ain't gonna try to waste too much time. You already know who I am. AJ Styles P, Lorenzo P, all of those good things. Locker Room Lead, the Super Producer Edition. Happy Tuesday evening to everyone. I want us to get in and get out of here before NXT. I want us to get in and out of here before our friends It's Gresh and High Life, before they have their 100th episode. So we're going to do what it do, man. Without further ado, I want to bring on this evening Baltimore's own, the Super Producer from the Ring of Wrestling Pod, the Press Box, all of those good things, the Wrestling Realm, 13 years. You dig what I'm saying? It's a long time to be doing work, my brother, a long time to be doing work, but we glad we have him in the space this evening. Everybody, please welcome Mr. Brian H. Waters to the locker room. How you doing, brother?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
It's all good, man. It's all good. I can't complain too much. I'm glad you was able to make some time tonight. How you feeling?
I'm all right. You know, my day is usually front loaded, but today is back loaded, as I was telling you.
Yeah,
you know, currently like in between pods and stuff, and you know, so but we gonna have fun, you know.
Absolutely. But people, I definitely want y'all to go ahead and like, subscribe, share to your heart's content. Welcome our friend, our brother Brian H. Waters to the locker room lead this evening. You dig what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. We're gonna get started. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy, the GOAT, one of the GOATs out here, Ayo Baker. You see what I'm saying?
Ayo,
shout out to my guy, man. Shout out to my guys. A lot of work that's going on right now behind the scenes. Peace, God. And peace to my guys, BGW Podcast. Tonight's episode is brought to you by House Productions of Black Guy Wrestling Pod. We're going to keep it moving, man. So I appreciate you again, Mr. Brian H., for being here in the locker room this evening. We always start out this program with a particular question. Now, since you are not a person who takes bumps for a living, in this world of journalism, you know, I call it getting some good exclusives, good information. But I want to know, why journalism for you, brother?
Oh man, it was you know, you mentioned somebody who don't take bumps for a living. I never really wanted to be a wrestler, maybe a little bit, but I used to want to be a baseball player.
You both, brother.
Yeah, growing up, huge Orioles fan. Shout out to the days of Eddie Murray, Rafael Palmeiro. You know, I don't care what they say. I like the steroid era of baseball. It was a lot of fun. It was marketable. And at that time, you know, I really wanted to play, but I really took an interest in writing and doing a lot of creative writing at the time. And that's when I was like, you know, I want to like talk about it. I fell in love with the craft of broadcasting. One of the coolest things I actually got to do on Press Box was produce an interview with the one and only Bob Costas. And, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm like, so Bob, can you rotate your camera a little bit? And, you know, he was like, oh, is this cool, Brian? I'm like, wow, this is so cool. The Bob Costas, like literally I'm sitting right here where I was. So but yeah, I just always I love sports. I love talking about it. I like talking about the stories. You know, I won't say, oh, I'm an X and O guy. I'm not somebody who wants to like, I'm not really a debater. I just like having like thoughtful, invoking conversations about it.
Absolutely. That's beautiful, brother. Shout out to the illustrious Bob Costas, man. It's only one of those guys walking the face of the earth. That's what's up, man. And it's kind of good to get that insider information. You know what I mean? Even just to base with those guys, man. Bob Costas, Jim Gray, all of those guys. You know, 20th century, like, you know, American sports broadcasters, definitely the cream of the crop. So crossing paths with them, I know, is, you know, golden. I've got a question for somebody like you. In this day and age that we in,
It's a lot of names. It's information. It's things that come out every day. It's people, you know, hopping to different, not hopping, but people, you know, being signed and going to different shows and things like that. I want to ask you, is wrestling journalism a real thing to you?
I think it is. It's different because there are a lot of us who actually did study the craft of journalism, who did work in other publications. Now we do know, we see a lot of people who will grab a microphone, as you know, Drake said one time, you grab an Amazon mics and you got something to say, whatever the line was.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of us, like, you know, I tend to like surround myself. Shout out to my lady Queen PR who just chimed in. You know, one of the things we, you know, connected on was just the love for the craft of actually studying, you know, sitting in the classroom. You know, myself and the real Dwayne Allen. That's how the Wrestling Wrong was created. We were both in a TV production class, and we created the show to help us practice what we was learning in the classroom. And then we, you know, just kept that going. Even to now, like, we're still Facebook friends with a lot of the teachers, and they see how far the brand has gone from being in, you know, just his mother's basement to being in, you know, we've been able to do shows on the road at Black WrestleFest in Brooklyn, New York, and stuff like that. So, you know, I do think wrestling journalism there, you know, you build relationships. One of my closest friends is Jay Bougie, you know, sitting up there watching him, you know, he'll tell me information and I keep it, and vice versa, you know. One of the people, shout out to Lance on Hawaii. When Lance was coming up in wrestling, I was coming up in journalism. You know, I was just looking at this clip we did 2 years ago, and I was like, wow, you know, he was skinny. He was only I think 2 years in his career at the time, and he was teaming up with his dad, Samu, Rikishi, and you know, so that was when I first met him. Another person, Mia Yim, one of my first interviews, and you know, I'm with all bias and my professional opinion, that's who I believe will become the United States Women's Champion.
Absolutely.
You know, but she was somebody, and I had a moment at Wale Mania, and I said, look, I want to thank you. I said, because we develop a friendship, but before, you know, I don't talk to her every day, but I'm like, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to, when I first started, to get into wrestling journalism.
Absolutely. No, that's beautiful, man. That's definitely a beautiful thing. I definitely want to shout out Queen PR, man. Shout out those wrestling girls, man. Another legendary platform that's been out here for years. You dig what I'm saying? Saying what's up to the homie. Shout out to my brother, the biggest brother, Scotland Underwood.
Yeah, that's how I found out about the Black Eye Wrestling Pod. And that's the beautiful thing about the community. And I always say this, during COVID, right? We all came together. It was sink or swim.
Yeah.
And I saw so many Black wrestling podcasters really just go to another level. You know, I found those Wrestling Girls podcast one day on Twitter right before the pandemic. Then, you know, they would have the Thirsty Thursdays. Then after we come out of during the pandemic, it was Black Wrestling. It was Black Announce Table. Coming out of the pandemic, you know, those Wrestling Girls had their annual party, and boom, there was the Black Eye Wrestling Pod. There was Backstage Brawl. There was a Ringside Club. There was so many podcasts, and I'm like, I want to hear what my peoples are saying. You know, I want to hear, you know, like I always say this thing about sports TV, right? Everybody's saying the same thing. Unless you really got the exclusives, as we talked about earlier, everybody's just giving their opinion. Well, why not listen to people I know? You know what I mean? If it's, you know, having respectful conversations. It's been plenty of times I've been having a Black Eye Wrestling Pod. I'm in the gym and hear what the brothers got to say. So I think that's the beauty of it. I know I kind of went off and went into
I mean, this is why we're here, man. I definitely want to bring up this comment again. A lot of good folks in the chat. It's a lot of us out here, man, and that's what this is about. You know what I mean? Like, tickling everybody, and you know, just getting it for this thing that we love. I also want to shout out again, Mr. Dwayne Allen, another good brother. You know what I mean? So that's when y'all linked up inside of that class for the first time.
Yeah, it was. I never forget Professor Gillespie Millington. She used to work for the Nickelodeon, or was it Cartoon Network? One of the stations she worked for. She was teaching at Morgan State, and her and her husband had a studio. But before that, she was teaching. Sometimes he would come in, and we my friend Danny had mentioned about me having a wrestling show. I had one with my cousin, and I was like, now ain't the time to talk about that. And then he was like, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, you seen the video. Dwayne's like 6'7". You know, he used to play for Morgan State's basketball team. And I'm like, wait, you like wrestling? Yes, I do. And when I tell you, Brotherhood was born immediately. You know, he's the godfather to my daughter. You know, we was just here creating content right. Was that the week before, right after Survivor Series. So you know, we've been been at this thing.
Absolutely, yeah, that's what's up, man. And also, I just want to shout out. You know, what I mean, you mentioned him, Lance NYE. You gave a tremendous interview with him.
Thank you.
Know what I mean, remembering all of that, and even going back into the vault, preparing for this interview. Lance is a good guy. Yeah, I mean, great guy. Allentown, PA. You know what I mean, right upstate. So yeah, man, it all circles back. Next, I kind of want to get into like some early beginnings. You know, again, like you said, like it's definitely ways in which you have practiced the craft generally outside of wrestling. And I know that you're NABJ affiliated, and I was NABJ affiliated as a kid when I was in high school and the juniors. You know what I mean?
We gotta get you back.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, a little bit. So yeah, man. What part of Baltimore are you from? If you don't mind me asking, any like
East Side.
Okay, absolutely, my God,
right near Morgan.
Okay, my God. You did that's what's up, man. So like, was you like you said you picked up on writing and all of that? I'm hearing some similarities. Was you like real savvy in English class and shit like that?
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I was actually just telling Queen PR this a couple of weeks ago. There was a time where a teacher told me in my English 2 class in high school. She's like, yeah, I can see you getting like an 85. She told somebody else, yeah, I can see you getting a 90. And in my head, this dude, say less. I walked out with a 92. But
man, that's the year I was born.
Wow. But yeah, I always loved it. I was always reading. I ended up one of my advisor ended up being Milton Kent, who was somebody who wrote for the Baltimore Sun, and I read a lot of his work. And then boom, he was my advisor at Morgan my last year. Nice. Sam Davis is my mentor. Somebody I watched as a child. He was one of the members of my church, and I grew up remember him covering the Ravens Super Bowl when they smashed the New York Giants. I remember every week he was like, I got to go here. I got to go to the city for leading every playoff game. And he would take me to the TV station. He was working at WMAR Channel 2, had a high school sports show. He took me there one time so I could get the behind the scenes. So, he really took me under his wing.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So getting that general, education in the craft, right? And receiving that. When did you first start noticing that you could actually pursue a career inside of wrestling doing your journalism?
Probably during my internship with the Sun. He was with Sam was the managing editor, so he helped me land a multimedia internship. Nice. And I was doing, we was covering the Ravens 2012 Super Bowl season, but at the time I was working for a company called RCW, Real Championship Wrestling. Every wrestling got to have a CW or a federation at the end. You know how these independent programs go.
Yeah.
Notable person. Well, Mia Yim was on that show. I'm trying to think who else was notable. Adam Cole wasn't on that show, but anyway, Black G's from NWA. He was on that show. Well,
shout out G's.
Yeah, Philly's own. Yeah, that's my brother right there.
Absolutely.
But so I was doing backstage, I had a little backstage announcing gig, but I was really doing social media managing. But they let me put a piece on the Baltimore Sun's website. I was able to interview Mia Yim for that. Yeah. And
okay, that's heavy.
Yeah, so I was able to do that. Yeah. And then also really doing I worked with a PWP Nation in the beginning. It was when it was just Pro Wrestling Powerhouse and UltimateSportsTalk.com, PW Journal, just a couple of sites online. And that's when I kind of realized, okay, I can go a little bit with this. My time at ESPN, I left as wrestling was becoming big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, so as they was getting ready to get bigger with it, that's when I started. I left ESPN, but after and this is going to my position at the Ringer, when I was at Johns Hopkins and I was unhappy, just because a lot of changes. COVID really changed how we did media there for obvious reasons. My good friend Cassius had told me that, you know, the Ringer had an opportunity and said, look, you know, we covering wrestling real heavy. We got this partnership with WWE. He said, you know, we'll be looking for some producers if you're interested. I'm like, yeah. Me and Cassius went back. We worked together at ESPN and we became friends then. And that's how I got there, you know, and it's been a blessing, you know, been able to do a lot of cool stuff, covering WrestleMania 3 years in a row. I was right backstage with David Shoemaker as he, I produced the interview where he interviewed Cody Rhodes right after his debut back, and, you know, getting to talk to Cody like right then and there, you know, humble guy now. You know, I ain't gonna say it pained me to root against him the past 2 WrestleManias, but you know, I throw my ones up, but you know, it's been a blessing.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. And you a blessed man.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And just like seeing someone like you from where you from, even like me, like I said, like it was a moment where I was in the crowd at Wale Mania, like off to the left, kind of in the front. And I'm just looking at all the folks like on the stage in the Franklin Center, you know what I mean? And the Franklin Center is a place that, like, you know, Philadelphians frequent, right? But it's like, damn, like I never imagined I would see like so many folks that I was like proud of and happy to see like on the forefront of this thing, like just celebrating. And you know, I know it ain't your first Wale Mania. It was my first one in a while since, you know what I mean, New Orleans. But like that, like that was just really golden stuff. So I just want to let everybody know that this is the super producer edition of the Locker Room Lead. We're talking to our brother Brian H. Waters. Thank you to everybody that have joined. We have about almost 300 that have tapped in. So appreciate y'all for your attention tonight. Speaking of super producing and speaking of shoes, you know what I mean, the guy Brian David Shoemaker. When did you first come in contact with the guys, you know, at Ringer? Everything going on right now from the Masked Man to Worldwide, and even a little bit going on with the Cheap Heat guys when they was at Ringer. And shout out to Peter Rosenberg. I played some of his Thanksgiving bars in the beginning of the stream. It's some of my favorite stuff he does every year. I wish we would have got some Thanksgiving bars this year. But it's always good to run back the classics, you know what I mean? But when did you first get like acquainted with those guys and like being a part of that circle? Like, how is that? And like, do y'all, and I want you to know, like, do y'all know that like a lot of people like trust y'all and go to y'all in this thing? From a certain walk of life. So
really right when I started September 21, you know, I was at that time I was producing Mac Mania, but Jonathan Kermer, the babyface producer Kerm, he was a producer of Masked Man, but he kind of like, and he's like almost 10 years younger than me, but like kind of took me like, okay, this is how we do audio. And it was like, when I say like the first phone call friendship, welcome to the team. And then, you know, I would do the videos. And then when it went 2 times a week, I was doing the Monday show. He was doing the Thursday show. And then he was like, all right, you know what? It's time for me to hand you the torch. But yeah, 2021. And then as we implemented more video, that's how when we had Cheap Heat, I would hop on there. Or anytime there was like, Troy would take a day off or 2. I would always be the guy who's like, look, give me the wrestling stuff. Like it's you know, it's what I do. And I had a great I still do have a great relationship with Rosenberg, with Dip and Stack Eye Greg.
That's good. Yeah. Shout out to those guys, man. And they did a really great live show during WrestleMania week. And yeah, like I said, the whole week was great. Cause for me, like even like starting this platform, as I did like in like March of this year, wanting to start a platform to first and foremost like platform independent wrestling, but like Black independent wrestling, but also those of us in the space who are Black and that definitely cover the majors, right? Like yourself, but also like folks that are really into this craft because I think that it is a such thing as wrestling journalism. I really believe that anything that you can create news around where you can, you know, dissect like the phenomena, like the reasons why thousands of people are going to this stuff every week. Like it's a story to be told there. And so the stories that's going to be told are going to be told by journalists who definitely, hopefully respect the craft. You know what I mean? And you're definitely one of those folks. It's a lot going on right now. I really appreciate you, brother. It's a real heavy season for a lot, but I just want to thank you for your time and just for your story and just for all of the work that you got going on. I know the people know where to find you, but you want to shout that out real quick before you get up out of here?
Yeah, well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate being right here on the Locker Room Lead. We're gonna definitely do this again, and you know, return the favor. We're gonna get you on the Wrestling Realm and you know, Ringer platform. So Definitely appreciate it. But y'all can follow me at Brian H. Waters on all social media platforms, including Blue Sky.
Bet. It's going down. I know it's sort of a transition taking place, but absolutely, brother. Thank you for your time, man. I'm gonna definitely be in contact, and I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for participating in the locker room this evening, man. Shout out to everybody.
Thank you, man. Take care.
Absolutely. Take care, Brian. Appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody, that was the Super Producer Edition. Brian H. Waters is a really talented brother, man. I really appreciate everything he's done, everything that he will do. Very excited to see and link up with, many of y'all in the upcoming season, man. Mania season is coming up. I got a lot going on right now. I'm trying to figure out certain things if I'm gonna be able to fly out west for at least like a day or two. I'm seeing there's a lot going on with Ashe. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Me and Scott was talking some shit, but I might have to try to like double whammy it. Pause, if that's cool. But yeah, man, I definitely think that it's a lot that we could do together in this community. And yeah, man, I just appreciate y'all so much. It's a lot going on this evening. My friends Gresh and the High Life are having their 100th episode of Gresh Unleashed. I definitely want to say congratulations to my brothers on 100 episodes. It is definitely a trying feat in this community. Some easier for others, some harder than others, but I definitely want to appreciate and extend congratulations to my brothers on their 100th episode. Also tonight is NXT on the CW in about a half an hour, so we definitely going to get settled and ready for that. But I definitely just wanted to pop in this evening. Tomorrow evening, we'll be hosting the Good Brother against Stan Michael R&B. He'll be talking about his recent title win and a few other things going on. So yeah, man, the locker room is back in full effect. We are definitely now a part of BGW, Black Guy Wrestling House Productions. The family is the family as always, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of me on BGW. You're going to be seeing a lot more Locker Room Lead podcasts, interviews, streams on BGW. And I hope that this makes sense for a lot of people. I've been told that it does make sense. And yeah, man, we're just going to keep it going, man. I definitely appreciate everybody for coming through tonight. I really do. I want to stay on for a lot longer. I want to talk about NXT. I want to do some things, but I'm going to tuck back in, get ready for Stan tomorrow, and be right back with y'all, man. I think that next week we're going to have Mr. Isaiah Bronner back in the locker room to talk about a few things. I know everybody's seen a particular announcement earlier. We're going to be talking about a little bit of that. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to the Hill. Shout out Westside Gun. Everybody, I am AJ Styles P. Low from the lead, all those good things. Y'all know where to catch me at. Low from the lead, down bottom, the locker room lead on everything else visual. Catch me on Blue Sky as well. Y'all know what to type in. Everybody, this has been a Super Producer edition of the Locker Room Lead. It was good to touch base with y'all tonight with Mr. Brian H. Waters. Shout out my brother. Shout out my family. Black Guy Wrestling, BGW House Productions. We can keep it rolling just like that. Good fight and good night. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Tryna be cool for these bitches, hurt your bankroll. R.I.P. the bankroll. Cop a nickel for the summer, paint a mango. Kinda like her cause she don't fuck with them lame hoes. She said she thuggin', so I let her kiss the rainbow. And if you see a nigga with me, he got aim out. No, you won't see a nigga with me if he ain't told. And all these bammers always flexing like they ain't broke. How you a chopper, you can't get a beat from Zayto. I got my own shit, got my own click. They don't be on this, they just be on dicks. I get a lot of money, I buy a lot of shit. You just follow trends, homie, you ain't fly as this. You ain't
gotta like me, but you know my name, the FFA. Well, y'all, we out.
Just caught some new ice, every diamond in my chain clothes. I got screen money on me like I'm bankroll. These bitches, they gon' fuck me for a bankroll. Yo, nigga love you when you got a bankroll. Them shooters, they gon' murk you for a bankroll. Tryna be cool for these bitches, hurt your bankroll.
so sick of it. Run up in your crib just for the sake of sticking it. Yeah, I'm ridiculous. I know this is Kanye's track, but I'm kissing this. Still laughing at these cats like I'm ticklish. Just something about that shit, I like flipping it. The world's back on my dick, I'm Mike Vickin' it. Cock back squeeze, only right that you squirt off. Soon as I leave the building, they turn the alert off. Only thing I need to know is can you knock the work off? Fifth Ave, spending crack money up in Bird Offs. Leave that boy alone, I wouldn't recommend it. $500,000